Hey there friends, welcome back to another Dinkum video. This is gonna be an inspiration video. The first one did so well that I thought, let's do a little more advanced designs, maybe. What do you think? I think y'all can handle it. I have confidence in you. Dinkum has been out in early access for the last 2 years, and the developer, James Bindon, has still been adding to it. And there are so many new things to the game, and there's so many new things coming. We're very excited. And I thought for all of you who've got a little bit of seasoned building under your hands, you can handle some more advanced projects, correct? I think so. This island, Catalina, was my very first Dinkum island. When the game released, this was the first one I ever created. And this island has been on a series called Extreme Makeover Dinkum Edition that I've been live streaming on my channel since last October of 2024. 23, I'm sorry. We're in 2024. What is time? What does it matter, right? Anyway, I decided to give this island a complete and total overhaul because it just needed it. It needed it. And so I have this lovely town hall area for Fletch that is elevated and up, I think as tall as you can get in Dinkum currently, where you come out and you can like survey your land. You know how Mufasa tells Simba, look out at all the things that the light touches. It is yours. Yes, indeed. This is our Dinkum Island. This was the very first build that I ever did for this series. I was like, I'm going to move the town hall. We'll get that established and make it so very, very different from what we had done before. Now, this is definitely going to challenge your building skills. It's got a lot more things going on, a lot more dirt printing. I say grab a few friends, but you can really make something super impressive if you put your mind to it. And I had a lot of friends come over and help me out with this particular area during the time I was building this. I love lined walkways. It's a trope of mine that I have done on multiple occasions on various builds. If you're a longtime fan of the channel, you will see this happen a lot. In fact, give it just a second. I'm going to show you another tree-lined walkway. But we built these matching fountain areas on either side. I mean, we really made this town hall area super spiffy. I'm talking fancy, right? Like we just had it's just, elevated to a whole other level. If you're interested in checking out what this town hall area looked like before I started doing the makeover, you can definitely take a look at that live stream in the little info box up in the right-hand corner, and I will try to remember to link that in the description below. Definitely a huge change from where I started and where we've ended up. That's the nature of things, right? When you practice, you make progress. This area here, I love this. This tree-lined and pergola and vine-covered area, probably one of my favorite spaces in Dinkum. I just think this looks fantastic. And I did this on both sides of the town hall. And I really love that the trees will clip into the pergolas like they do. It really just makes for that really overgrown, very green and lush foliage sort of look that I was absolutely going for. I utilized some water boxes and made some, fake mini waterfalls that kind of flow into the river here. And we really kind of just went hardcore on the tropical island aspect of all of this, with the palm trees and the coconut trees. And then I have this just kind of over here. I have not yet decided what I'm gonna do with this area. I've got this big kind of triangular space here and here that I have yet to decide what to do with. And so there you have it for our town hall area. We have some bulletin boards, we got some mail here. We did not do such a great job on our mowing. That seems to be a common theme. Every time I do one of these little tour videos, I'm always like, I missed a spot. And my longtime mod on the channel, Brain Siri, is always alerting me. Where were you when I was building this, Brain? Where were you? Let's go take a look at the bandstand area. So if you come down from the town hall, you can cross over here into our bandstand area. This, again, also built on live streams with several friends, was very different. In fact, I don't even think this island had the bandstand when I first started. I don't think it was an item in the game. And I really love what my friend Sunny Ann did. She made these like rock formations with buried trees to create these very lush and oversized bushes all along the shoreline. In fact, that's kind of a running theme in a lot of builds here on this particular island. I really loved that. Again, look at this terrible, terrible terrible mowing job. You know, it's some realism, guys, just so you know that not everything is perfect. And then somebody left their helicopter. That happens a lot. So we created a bunch of, this is supposed to be like the town central park, if you will. You got the bandstand where all the in-game events where the NPCs come hang out, and that we built just very, fairly simply, honestly. You don't have to have a lot going on here to make this happen. Sunk in some boxes. Actually, we might have dug over to the ocean and brought some water in rather than putting down water boxes. But yeah, this is very simple. It's just tree lined and flower lined, fence lined. It's very simple. It might look impressive, but I feel like anybody can do this. Doesn't take a genius. I'm certainly not one, so I can do it. You can do it too. Over here, we've created several seating areas and picnic spots. And of course, right now it is spring on my island here on Catalina, and so the jacaranda trees are very purple, and we love that. This was before I learned the place item pergola trick. You can check out the how-to video I have on my channel about that. We may have to come back and update some of these little areas and place items under the pergolas to give it a little more realistic view. This waterfall area was built by my friend Benny Elementrix. He is a big fan of Dinkum and loves building in the game and coming over and helping friends with things, and I thought he did a fantastic job. He's not really one for these nature builds, and so I challenged him a little bit, and he did just fantastically. I love it. It's so cute and so pretty. We've got like a little picnic table area here in addition to another seating area. Lots of seating areas. We've got a walkway, this walking path, lined with trees and bushes and overgrown grass because I don't know how to mow correctly, clearly. Lots of little spots to hang out. You can go and take a look through this little viewfinder here if you'd like. And then over here is this lovely little boat rental area that you can come up and rent a little boat. You, your family, your significant other, take a ride and enjoy this little lake area. Super fun to do. I really loved this. I thought that it gave like a park. It looked like a park, and that was what we were going for. And when you set out to do something and you actually achieve it, it feels so awesome. Here is the fountain for the wishing. I love this. It's super cute. We put this over here in the park because I thought it fit really, really well. This little fountain here is very handy. You can, without even having to use mods in the game, you can make your game peaceful where animals don't attack you that normally would. So that means, this Croco and I can be the best of friends and he's not going to come after me. The sharks, all the critters in the game that like to bite you a little bit, they won't mess with you. There's also one where the roos won't poo all over the place. That comes in handy if you get tired of picking all those things up. And yeah, just some places here to sit and contemplate life, as one does sometimes. That's just, a normal meditative Zen sort of spots to sit. We gotta have a lot of that in Dinkum, Anyway, so this is the bandstand area, a little bit more sophisticated than the one in the volume 1 of our inspiring ideas. What do y'all think? I think given y'all's graduation to more advanced ideas, I think y'all can handle this. I have the confidence in you. So let's go take a look at another area. This area we're about to go take a look at is still a work in progress on the island. It is a downtown area. This entire island is a kind of a walkable bike riding island is how I imagined it when I first started it. So there's no major highways or anything like that. Everything is kind of walking paths or biking paths basically. But this is what I imagine what the downtown area would look like. So you come off of the town hall, the bandstand area, and right away you're in here where there are shops and offices and NPC characters. We've got a town square area that, might need a makeover. We're not sure yet. But we've got Sally, we've got Clover, and then we have other buildings that we built that, kind of mimic some of the things in my downtown area. And that's what I tell everybody, one of the biggest things is just use what you know. Use what is familiar to you to help you build something. And then I brought Jersey's Seaside Cafe here to Catalina. A lot of downtowns have restaurants. And I just thought that was a cute little eatery, where you can look out over here at the town hall area. And it's so pretty, just really pretty to look at. You get those pops of purple from those jacaranda trees. It's great. I love it. We will take a look at this area to my right in just a little bit. But this is more of the downtown area over here. We've got a bookstore that you can go and get all the things you need. And then we've got like a little market area that I really, really like. It was modeled after my friend Sunny Ann. She built something similar on her island for a marketplace. And I was like, I definitely need to try that out. In fact, we may expand on this and do all kinds of really cool things into the backside here where, you know, there's so much blank space. There's just so many things to be done. Then, you know, if you play around in dev commands in Dinkum, you'll know that there is an actual building for the post office. However, it is not in the game yet, and I don't like placing down too many things that are not legitimately in the game. So I decided to build my own post office from scratch and modeled it after a few real ones. So, you know, use your imagination, use some pictures. The bank is just this plain building next to the post office. I feel like it needs some love. I feel like we're gonna have to upgrade this space just a little bit in a future stream. But as it is right now, it's just here on the square. You know, we've got a real small town feel here. We've got Melvin, our furniture maker, and he's got some stuff out here that he's working on and that maybe he has on discount for those who can't, you know, afford his custom pieces. And then of course, no island is complete without a police station and a courthouse. You know, we got to have some law and order here in Dinkum, and what better way than to have a police station? I did not model this off after anything. I literally just started building it using different pieces and different things to like create the look. We used the bus stops to kind of create this caged-in area back here for prisoners. Yeah, it's a little morbid, maybe. I don't know. But you know, police station. Not something that people commonly build on the Dinkum Islands, and sometimes we want to try for something new, something different. And I thought architecturally this turned out very interesting compared to some of the other things I have built in the game. And then we have the courthouse over here, which, you know, fancy marble columns, you know, looks great. Very judicial, I guess. And then if you come over here, don't mind what's on the right-hand side. We'll take a look at that in a minute. We've got this lovely little flower shop, and the flowers will grow just naturally in the flower boxes. There's not supposed to be flowers in those flower boxes. The flower boxes on top of this build were supposed to be an architectural element. But somebody said, just keep it, it looks good. So I've yet to prune it and weed it and do all the things. But we've got this lovely little flower shop in here, and I really loved it. That yellow of the building was hotly contested. People did not like it. I stand by the yellow choice. Then on a stream, we built these lovely, wonderful little townhomes that obviously, again, we need to do some serious, I was gonna say vacuuming, but we know it's mowing. We built these little townhomes because, you know, sometimes in downtown areas you have that. And then behind the townhomes, and again, this is just dirt printing and using tiles and ramping. We have a little seating area that has completely been overgrown. I did not do any tidying before I decided to record this video, as y'all can tell. This is real life. This is what happens. But maybe they're going for a really natural sort of look. We built this during a Pride Month. It was a special stream, and we've got this beautiful little heart-shaped pond that, if you take a look on the map, is really cute. We have not expanded this area. This is about as far as we got that day, but I thought it turned out really good, and I love the different colored buildings. I like color, rainbows of color also. So yeah, if you like overgrown and natural, well, this little space right here really is for you. I am a little embarrassed that y'all are seeing it so untidy and unkept, but you know, hey, this is real life. Another area I wanted to show you was my Tuckerbox. In past builds, I've kind of had a pretty plain area, and this time I wanted something a little more impressive. In fact, I feel like we need to go over this bridge over here and really get the full effect of what's going on. This view that you were looking at straight ahead was inspired by my friend Boozy Loomer. She had been building this mountainside spa and had something similar-ish with this water feature, bridge moment and situation here, and I really love that, and was like, I'm gonna replicate that as best I can. in my way, in my style, and that's what we did. So this is where the Tuckerbox lives, and it is, again, up on a platform. I was really trying to challenge myself because with my very first Dinkum item, everything was island, was flat. Everything was flat. I didn't do any dirt printing. Well, dirt printers didn't exist at the time. And so I really, really went for elevation on a lot of these builds, and I'm really liking how that turned out. So we've got these little staircases up on the side, and boom, Tuckerbox. And there's a couple of little outside eating areas, and then of course you can go inside and talk to Sheila, sell your wares, sell whatever's on sale at her place, and then come in the evening and join the rest of your NPC friends and get the town gossip. It is a hot spot for some tea spilling. I definitely think y'all should check that out after 6 p.m. on your island when all the villagers come and hang out here. A lot of beautiful little, like, what do you call them? Scenic moments, I guess, is what we'll say. This was also built on a stream, and my friends came over and helped me out. One of those was Stefafa. If you haven't checked out her channel, you definitely should. She is a master builder in Dinkum, and she did these little docking areas, little docks that you can go out here and sit and enjoy, and then they built a wonderful little coral reef to kind of add to the ambiance of the area. I really, really love how this turned out, and this ended up being a lot bigger than I actually intended in the beginning. So that's why this is a more advanced, inspiring video. I loved when we got these new climbing walls because it really helped break up all the brown. I like a lot of green in my builds, just nature in general. We've got these little picnic area out here, but if you don't want some of the formal dining experience up by the Tuckerbox, you can do something a little more casual. And while you're down here, you can enjoy John and the Melonheads playing their nightly set of cover band stuff. It's super fun to watch them hang out here, grab a beer out of your cooler, margarita mix, water, whatever floats your boat, and take a listen to them. They sit out there on that floating platform and play nightly for all of the guests, and you know, it's super great. It's awesome. It's one of the best features of this island. You got your own musical group hanging out every night. Who wouldn't love that? So this is how the Tuckerbox ended up, and I'm super, super happy with this. This build just turned out so great. Definitely for your more advanced player, but I think you guys can handle it. What do you say? We've switched islands for just a little bit to take a look at an airport build. When the airport was introduced a little while ago, this was a hot commodity, and I decided to fashion mine next to a teleporter. Because I thought, you know, that makes sense. You're arriving by plane, but then you can just jet on over to the four corners of your island if you want to. I put some signage out. I actually built this entire airport area very similar to the county airport that is located in my community. Very small, for private aircraft only, no commercial flights. But I thought, you know, what a perfect way to encompass an airport for a small little town island like my Dinkum Island here on Laguna Springs. And this is the actual runway. Don't mind the mess on the beach. We haven't picked up in a while. You've got arrivals, takeoffs, and landings, and we utilize quite a few different items in the games: the safety cones, the weather stations, different kinds of lighting, solar panels, these arrows, just so that the planes know where they're going, where they're coming in. And then down here at the end of the runway, there is the hangar area, I guess you could say, and it is restricted access to employees only. But we're going to get a behind-the-scenes tour here. It's just very basic. There's nothing special happening here, but we tried to make it as industrial as possible, and you know, look at like it's an actual working airport area. And I think this is a great addition to any island whenever you are doing something for your airport. You know, pull out those photos and get a look at what's going on in your own town and communities, and make that the basis for your build. We're going to build a helipad site probably, and possibly something for a balloon, hot air balloon at some point in the future, because those are all the items associated with the flying in this game. But I thought that this was super great for my skill level anyway at the time. I actually did a video on building this speed build. I will link it in the right hand corner up above, and try to do that in the description down below as well. So this is definitely something very doable, very easy. Just, you know, it's all in the details, folks. It's all in the details. Very soon, as of the recording of this video, we should be getting another update to Dinkum called Flaming winter. And so this area will get a huge overhaul once that update is out. But I wanted to take you, as we are going here into fall, to get you in the mood for Christmas and show you the Christmas build that I did last year. This was a lot of fun. It was fun to do during Christmas time, really got me in the mood festive-wise. I love the addition of these new festoon-colored lights. They really just added to that whole Christmas feel. And of course, this area is so best to tour at nighttime because of all the lighting, including the lit up reindeers, the Christmas trees, the lighted walls. We dropped candy canes everywhere. No Santa's Village is complete without coming and taking a picture with Santa. And we built this giant tree inspired by Stefafa and a few others to kind of build the central, this was the central hub of this Christmas village. You've got souvenirs you can buy. There's like a little candy shop over here, gingerbread house candy shop. Yep. Just all the things you'd expect to find in a Christmas village. We've got the reindeer petting zoo over here, complete with the rare white ruse that you kind of need to trap for you to get these Christmas items. And you come over here and you can buy some holiday apparel. There's actually also another photo op opportunity if you don't want to get your picture with Santa, but you want a beautiful holiday picture. Come over here, get it snapped, with your family. All kinds of Christmas gear, and if you need to get your gifts wrapped, well, the elves will help you out. There's a Santa sleigh over here with lots of trees in this build. And as you can see, red and white everywhere. And since in the Flaming Winter update, we are going to have actual snow in the game, this area will definitely get to reflect that even better. We've got Santa's workshop that we've built here. Again, red, white, and green, so much of that. You've got some little seating for eating some Christmas snacks like cookies and hot chocolate. And there's also some really nice cozy spots over here by a fire. So really just all around a good fun time to have. And we're going into the holiday season pretty soon. And I thought, you know what? We'll round this whole inspiring build with something festive so that you guys feel inspired to do something very Christmassy on your island. I mean, come on. Christmas is the time of perpetual hope and cheer, correct? I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you've been inspired again. I mean, there are so many things you can do with Dinkum. It is literally my favorite game. I can't ever see not playing it. James did a fantastic job of merging so many different ideas from so many amazing games and putting them all in one. And I hope you guys have as much fun building in Dinkum as I do. I cannot wait for the new items that will be coming out in the Flaming Winter update. And I cannot wait to see what this game does for us in full access. We're still in early access with this game, guys. So, and it's already got so much potential, so many things you can do. I'm so excited for any future builds that I do. And if you want to see more Dinkum stuff, well, come on, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and come join one of my live streams where I build weekly on my island or someone else's, and we build all kinds of cool projects there. All right, guys, well, that's going to wrap us up for this one. I hope you can go forth and be inspired with your more advanced ideas. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below and let me know what you think and what you want to see next. I hope you guys have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. And as always, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and I will catch y'all in the next one.